this one, In the Groove, and it's lesson 22 in book 3 of Beginning Rock Guitar. And this is a really good kind of blues riff. It's not really easy, it's not totally as easy as it might seem, because you're doing a lot of things that are subtle techniques in doing this riff. Let's look at measure 1. Now you've got, in the rhythm, it's shuffle, 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 triplet. So you've got a 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. And that triplet, you're doing a pull off. So it's a slurred triplet. Now the subtle things about it is that you have to do a flatten and lift on the third or the second beat when you go 5, 5, 5. So it's a flatten and a lift. What I recommend with this riff is to angle your hand so that your third finger looks like it's kind of in a splint there. It's like as if it's just flat, flat. And make it flat. But when you do that, the tip of your finger is touching the 5th string, so that when you pivot and bend the finger, you're going to be squarely on the 5th string. If you don't place it correctly, then you could be off when you go to the bent note. So it's a flatten and bend, but it's also a pivot, because we want a straight third finger, like we're just flattening it out, collapsing it, and then we turn, pivot, and bend. So you might just practice that motion. And it's a movement of the wrist and the arm a little bit, So it's flatten, pivot, and then the reason we really need to pivot is because of this pull off, because you want to pull with your third finger sort of against, from the 4th string against the 3rd string, like you're plucking it. And it's harder to do if you're angled. You can try it both ways, and you find that if you're parallel to the neck, then you can do that pull off much easier. So it facilitates the pull off. So everything you're doing here with the pivoting facilitates the next thing that you're going to do. So you start out kind of angled, flatten and bend, and now that you're bent, the pull off should be smoother. So I would go really slow at first, get all these motor skills worked out, and then go across the street. Okay? And then when you go up to the 5 chord, which is the 5th fret position, you're going to do a grace note slide. Okay? One thing I forgot to mention is, notice how I'm kind of hitting the first note staccato. That's when you shorten it, and then I'm connecting the second note to the octave, and I'm doing kind of a staccato there. So on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, that's on the 1st beat, I'm doing a staccato, and then a staccato. I may not be doing a staccato on the 3rd beat every time, but usually on the 1st beat. Well, I am pretty much doing it every time. I wasn't sure, but so this is a really good groove. That's why I call it In the Groove. Be careful with the endings. There's 2 endings. There's a first ending where you do, and it's kind of tied into the chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3. So I would do kind of a swing count because of the tie. 1 and 2 and 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, or and 4, 2, 3. And then the next ending, when you end the song for good, you go same thing, and then that's off beat. So you have to count, kind of swing count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So remember, swing count is where we take the shuffle rhythm instead of counting it like 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. We count kind of, and you might try to do it. It's like really a hybrid count, because on the triplet you have to say 4, 2, 3, because you're hitting 3 notes. You can't just say 4 and. But you can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3. So that would be kind of swing and triplet count combined in a hybrid kind of count, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3. And that'll help you with the offbeat endings where you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sorry, in the first ending, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3. And then the second ending, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So I hope that wasn't too confusing, but it takes a little practice. Just think of it, just count it out loud. 1 and 2 and count in a shuffle rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3. Okay? So, and don't forget those chords at the end are the ones that we had in the sliding 7th chords, except now we're in the key of G, and you've got this D7, and then later the D7 to an A flat down to a G. So it's that, and here we're actually sliding it. In the sliding 7ths we were shifting, but we were strumming every chord. But here we're actually sliding that last one. You can do a little vibrato like I'm doing. Have fun with it. So hopefully this is enough explanation to help you. If you have any questions, please write in the comments. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the lesson, subscribe if you want to. If you're not yet subscribed, go to Instagram and follow me there, and also on Facebook, John Hedger Guitar Studio, in all 3 venues: YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. John Hedger Guitar Studio. So, see you next time. All right. Take care.